Бажаю здоров'я, шановні українці, українки.
I wish you health, fellow Ukrainians. A brief report on this day. First, we continue our tradition of paying special tribute to the heroes of Ukraine. I had the honor to hand over our patent certificates to 30 more families of Ukrainian heroes, warriors of the armed forces of Ukraine, our National Guard and the National Police, officers, sergeants and soldiers. I am grateful to every family of our warriors, all our heroes for giving Ukraine such protection, for such courage and strength. It is an honor to represent the country that is defended by such people. The second scene today is several important events with our partners. The Prime Minister of Bulgaria, a country that is a good neighbor of ours, was on a visit to Kiev. And actually, we talked about how to make our good neighbor less, even more effective and stronger. The important aspects are the increase in defense cooperation, joint production and co-production in the defense sector, also political interaction. There is even more economic work ahead for our countries, expanding trade, expanding our infrastructure and logistic capabilities. I thank Bulgaria for its maximum pragmatism. I also took part in a special summit in Paris, a summit of leaders convened by Mr. President of France. The main topic was everything that strengthens us in Europe, our resilience and capabilities. Of course, our arsenals, our ability to produce weapons, the supply of weapons to Ukraine, and the continuity of support. Everything we do together to defend against Russian aggression adds real security to our nations for decades to come, because each of Russia's losses and each of Russia's defeats teaches Russia and any other enemy of Europe and the free world at large that aggression does not and cannot yield results. Cooperation and determination are the two answers that everyone should give to the question of ending the war and bringing peace closer. It was a special day in Ukraine. We all recall the events of 2014, when the occupation of Crimea was taking place on the same days and the fate of international security and international relations was being determined. It all started in Crimea. This Russian revanchism, this Russian war. And it is there, in Crimea, that the Russian evil must suffer a key defeat. We have already achieved significant results in the Black Sea. We are working to achieve the necessary results in the sky and on the ground in Crimea, and I am grateful to all partners who are helping with this. One more thing. We launched our economic platform Made in Ukraine. This is an important tool to promote economic growth in Ukraine. Everyone should clearly understand that we must give our country and our people as many opportunities as possible to meet their needs and ensure their defense. It is our economy, it is the taxes paid in Ukraine that enable us to provide for the army. The state must and will do everything to provide as many opportunities as possible for the Ukrainian economy and to give our economy as much diversity as possible, options for export and trade, for joint modern production with partners, and for our own Ukrainian goods and services. We are supporting Ukrainian products as much as possible so that Ukraine can meet its interests as much as possible on the battlefield and beyond. Everything is done for the strength of Ukraine, to support our heroes and our entire society. We must win. We must do everything to win. This is a matter of survival for Ukraine and Ukrainians. No one will grant our country success. It can only be joint work, as active and energetic as possible, every day and without pauses. Thank you to everyone who works for Ukraine in this way. Thank you to everyone who fights for Ukraine. Glory to Ukraine.
Слава Україні!